Alrighty, Jock Kiki's delivery service off the list for this year's festival. Let's see how this movie holds up. Yo, what is up, my Cinedroids? G to the S here. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Miyazaki's next directorial debut, My Neighbor Totoro. It follows schoolgirl Satsuki and her younger sister Mei, both played by sisters Dekota and Elle Fanning, coincidentally enough, as they settle into an old country house with their father, played by Tim Daly, and wait for their mother, played by the Disney singer herself, Lea Salonga, to recover from an illness in an area hospital. As the two sisters explore their new home, they encounter and befriend playful spirits in their house and the nearby forest, most notably the massive cuddly creature known as Totoro. Now, to start things off, I do have a couple nitpicks with this film. Nothing too bad that makes this movie terrible or anything. Way far from it. I'll get to the positives in a moment, but the two teensy-weensy problems I have trouble with in this film is the fact that in terms of voice acting performance, the sisters could have toned down their constant yelling and screaming throughout most of the movie. I mean, I get it. It makes sense that in terms of character development, they're supposed to be those out-of-control children that you're supposed to be uncomfortable with. In fact, that kind of resemblance really relates to me personally all the time since I do live in a family household. But still, the fact remains that the two young girls should use inside voices. Their constant yelling gave me a bit of a headache a little bit. Also, I feel like the pacing could be a tiny bit faster. Not too fast or anything, but just slow enough to keep me intrigued, which is also the same complaint that I did mention in my Kiki's delivery service review, which is that the slow pacing could have picked up just a little bit, but it doesn't bog the movie down as a whole. I was still intrigued throughout the whole film from start to finish. It's just some technical problems that I needed to address, that's all. The rest of the film, in terms of execution, was super cute and adorable. First off, let's discuss the amount of hand-drawn animation they put into this film. Wowzers! Even for a movie that came out in 1988 at the time, it still has some ballsy animation if I do say so myself. Even the cinematography looks great in theater quality. I mean, since it is already out on Blu-ray and DVD, I could appreciate it anyway. But still, it wouldn't have been any different. Don't question it. Don't judge me. Anyways, the animation, as always, is incredible. No shame on that. Moving on. I also thought the story was honestly really cute. I mean, yeah, sure, I know, it's based off of a children's book. But to me, it doesn't feel like it. It feels like something original that no one's ever thought of before. So props to Miyazaki on that. Keep up the great work. But of course, since this is a Studio Ghibli film, we need to acknowledge the main ingredient of this whole movie. The amount of dramatic and emotional scenes scattered throughout. Especially the growing relationship between the two girls in this film. Like in one scene, without giving anything away in case you haven't seen it. I mean, I'm sure you all have seen it by now. But it's the moment that the two girls are worried about what's gonna happen to their mother at the hospital. I won't spoil what the two girls are thinking. You just need to watch the movie to see what happens next. Guys, in the end, I have nothing else to say about this movie. I thought My Neighbor Totoro was a cute family adventure. It had the right amount of heart, the animation was breathtaking, as always, the characters were very relatable to watch, and this movie did punch me in the gut with its amount of dramatic emotion in it as well. So as a result, I rate My Neighbor Totoro 4.5 stars out of 5. I mean, I like Kiki's delivery service more, but still, this film is a fascinating watch as well. I highly recommend it. So, My Neighbor Totoro, have you seen it? If you have, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Is it good? Is it bad? Answers down below, please. Also, if you like this video and you want to see some more, make sure that like button shines in your face. That'll totally help me out a ton. Also, share that video with your family and friends and favorite it. That's a very good way to show support for this review. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell right next to you so you can be notified of future videos that I have in store for you. Also, if you want a shout out in a future video, just follow me on both Instagram and Twitter, and I will choose one of my Cinedroids to be displayed as a shout out. The link's in the description below. And also follow me on Stardust so you can catch early reactions of movies, TV show episodes, and trailers. I'll put a link to that below in the description as well so you can download the app for yourselves. But until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.